what should we focus on as Californians? What should we be concerned about? And then how can we, again, support you? What should we be helping you get through?
Well, obviously the border is a huge national issue. I mean, we had over 300,000 people come over the border illegally last month, which is not sustainable. A lot of them are coming right here to California, and now California is offering them free universal health care. Free is the wrong word because we're paying for it.
Right, we pay for it, of course.
Paying for it. It's going to cost $4 billion in California tax dollars to provide this universal health care. And that's in a year we're facing a $68 billion deficit. There's no shortage of issues for us to really campaign on. I think the difficulty is how do we pick those 1 or 2 or 3 issues and go all in for election year? What are they? And I just think parental rights I think that's the number 1 issue we have to go in on California, because it draws really good contrast. The Democrats don't even, other than Newsom, the others, they won't even pretend that they support parental rights. They think parents are a danger to their kids, and we have to protect these kids from their parents.
Right.
And so when people hear what the position and the policies are of the Democrat Party, I think they're repulsed by them, and they will reject them soundly. I also think we're in this weird time now in politics where I don't think people vote for anyone or anything. Okay, I don't think they're going there and they're like, oh, I like this candidate the best. I think they're voting against things. So you could argue the last election, like a lot of people didn't vote for Biden, they voted against Trump, for example.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Or same thing, they've brainwashed people into thinking Republicans are going to strip women of their reproductive rights. When they go vote, they're voting against Republicans.
Right.
So we have to create the same
narrative
issue for the Democrats.
Yeah.
Correct. So when people go to vote, they are going to be repulsed and they won't be able to vote for Democrat because they know what they stand for, and they are so against it that they're not going to give them their vote.
I mean, I think that we are getting there. I mean, people, when like you asked, or if you asked someone earlier about what they think a Republican Party stands for, I think right now, if you went and asked, 100 people on the street and they asked about, what the Democratic platform is or what they stand for, I think it would be, again, against the parental rights. It would be, the mutilation and sterilization of minors, like gender affirming care. I think that people are getting a little bit, not overwhelmed. They're just the left's stance on abortion is getting even a little bit too extreme. We saw AB 2223, Buffy Wicks. And I think that when you put all of it together, because they usually pick one issue at a time, but when you put it all together, you have to make a concerted effort to paint the entire picture. It's a very extreme, immoral, I guess I'm trying to use the right words without being like trigger words, but very immoral and like a little bit depraved platform. And people are getting, over it, and coupled with at the federal level too, like Hunter Biden's laptop and stuff that's happening there. We see Ukraine, we see all of these issues that I think that people are moving from the left, whether they're going all the way Republican, I don't know. But there is, like you say, the politically homeless.
Well, I think it's right. I think people are ready to move. I don't think they've moved yet. And I don't know that, we've done a good job in communicating an alternative for them of where to go. And so that's why, getting the party to embrace like the parental rights issue and making a clear choice on the ballot. Yeah. That when you see a Democrat, they're against parents' rights, and you see a Republican, they're for it. Like, that's it. That needs to be what the election's about. Yeah. I personally think that's why Glenn Youngkin had the success he did in Virginia was on this issue. And that was a blue state, and they turned it red. Right. And so we need to have a similar communication and approach.